Hello everyone, this is Saray from Saray Plans and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be working on organizing my office. As you can see, this is a giant mess that has just been piling on because I've been so busy with work and family time, etc. So things have gotten a little out of hand. So my goal is to trim some of this down as much as possible. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail for organizing certain sections. I pretty much take a high-level overview approach to organizing, and then once I do the bulk of it, I will then go ahead and focus on the specific individual sections. Otherwise, it just gets way too overwhelming for me. I'm moving this pile of laundry out of the way and getting it ready to go while I'm cleaning the room. I've also made some few purchases in the last few days that have just piled up, and I need to make sure that I put them away right away and really get into the habit of putting them where they belong. And that includes some clothes and some toiletries that I need to make sure I've placed where they go. Next up is the trash. Now, this might be just a Hispanic thing, but we save every single little bag that we use unless it has a hole. And I use those as liners for my trash barrel. So please let me know if you do the same thing. Also trying to get rid of the packaging for some of my recycling for my makeup, and I'm putting some of these toiletries away. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this trash and move it aside so I can continue to add more to it. And I think this corner looks pretty good so far. Next is this corner. I've had this corner like this for months now. Every time I get a package or I get something in the mail, it just gets dumped here. And I also have like a lot of random things that I just don't know what to do with or the best way to organize them. So if you do have any suggestions, please feel free to let me know. Also breaking down some of these boxes. I actually don't save my Erin Condren boxes. I only save a couple at a time just because there's only so many things that I can use these for. So I go ahead and break them down and recycle them. This bin is full of paper for crafting, and I've had this since we moved, so about a year. So some of these I'm going to go ahead and recycle and get rid of. Next is this bin full of just random items, a binder for work that I have to take with me, and also just a lot of cables and accessories that I need to organize in a different way. I'm going to be using some of these rubber bands that came in the Erin Condren Fall Surprise box from 2019, and I'm going to be using the rubber bands just to organize the cables and just put them in this little drawer container. Eventually I will label them, but for now I'm just going to get rid of the ones that I don't need at all, and then just go ahead and store the ones that I am going to be keeping as backups or anything that goes to any current systems that I'm using. I have a ton of Kindles, a couple that I received as gifts in the past and others that I've inherited somehow. And I'm also finding things that I totally forgot that I even had, like this clock. But it doesn't go with my current decor, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate it. And as I'm cleaning, any clips that I find just gets put on my head. So now I'm just going through all of my receipts and random pieces of paper that were just thrown in a bin because at the time I didn't have time to go through them. And as I'm getting rid of these, I am also watching YouTube videos, and currently I'm watching Plan Sarah Plan on YouTube on her Plan With Me. is my makeup station. Now this one does tend to get cluttered quite a bit because every time that I buy something, I come back, I usually just toss it on top of this. I'm now going to take the time to organize the drawer itself. I'm just going to put the light categories together. It's just to clean this out, and then later on I'm going to go ahead and do more detail organizing. I'm now moving on to this corner, and I'm going to start putting some things away as well as organizing these things. So everything that's on the floor will be staying here because those are all things that I'm actually planning on giving away. I recently went through all of my sticker stash and determined the things that I wasn't planning on using. So I'm going to be doing a massive giveaway of stickers and some other supplies as well. Alright, the last thing is just vacuuming the carpet, and as I mentioned earlier, a lot of these things I'm then going to take the time to go through them and get rid of whatever that I don't need or organize them in more detail. Alright, here it is. A little bit tidier, not perfect, but definitely way better than how I started, and I hope to just go through each section and trim down. So this is just to pile everything that's going to be going out on the giveaway, and I am excited to now be able to think a little clearer and get rid of the things that don't serve me anymore.